This is the Mercedes C43 AMG Night Edition. It's just arrived as a part exchange today, and it's got a very sought after colour combination, and one that you don't see all too often. My name's Will, you're watching ALX Specialist Cars, and in today's video we're going to be checking it out. So this is it, guys, check it out. What do you think? It's a 2021 car, but it's a 71 registered car, so quite a late one. It's only covered 15,000 miles and it's finished in Polaris white. Now, the Premium Plus is of course the top spec. So there isn't much more you can get than the Premium Plus, but what this one's got in addition to the Premium Plus features is a couple more sought after upgrades, which I'm going to be talking about very soon. But what comes with the Premium Plus Night Edition as standard? The Premium Plus is of course the level of specification. Then there's the Night Edition, which is more about the styling and the gloss black features that the car comes with. We'll be checking it all out now, but then the one thing that is quite unique and quite sought after is of course the red roof. So with the Polaris white, it just works fantastically well, and the thing that I love about the convertibles is you can actually open them with the key. So as you'll see, I hold it down, it opens the mirrors, it puts the roof up, and you'll see it work. It's magic. Other upgrades the car's got, this is all, again, comes as standard on the Premium Plus versions of these cars. It's the alloy wheels, so it's a 19-inch diamond cut contrast alloy wheel for the car. Again, sets the car from with the gloss black inserts, it just works exceptionally well, being the Night Edition that it is. The car's 385 brake horsepower, which gives it a 0 to 60 time of 4.8 seconds, which goes without saying is incredibly fast. It's powered by the V6 engine, which is of course a very good sounding engine, but it's also got a switchable sports exhaust. Again, we'll check all that out very shortly. Moving around the side of the car, the Night Edition styling upgrades are apparent from the wing mirror caps just to the side skirts at the bottom, and with it being the polar opposite to the polar white, yeah, it works fantastically well. And the next upgrade that isn't standard with the Premium Plus, as I say, the Premium Plus comes with just about everything you could want, but then it's got more, is the seating. So the seating on this does not come with the red stitches standard, and I think if you want a car as sporty as this, then you've got to have an interior that matches it, and it absolutely does with the upgraded seats. So the stitching you'll see that runs from the door cards to the headrest to the seats, literally everywhere around the car, even on the dashboard, is an option. So it's the sports seats, which again, they're memory function, they're electronically adjustable. That's quite common on Mercedes, but they've also got neck air warming scarf. So that's a neck level heating system. Mercedes call it air scarf, but that's what it does. They're also then heated, the seats, and it goes without saying, you'll see the bright red seat belts, which I do think set the sporty look of the car off. It's a 4-seater convertible, a very good looking one at that. Now, boot space usually on a convertible, it's not massive if we're honest, because the boot space is made up a lot of where the roof goes. But on the C43s, it was actually quite surprising. Not that it's massive, but again, it was surprising at the space you do get on these. So with the key, you can of course open it. It pops open, and as you can see, a decent amount of space, and it does run all the way to the back seats there, so it's quite a lengthy build. The C43 is of course the AMG. It's the performance model, it's the one that goes fast, sounds good, and looks very smart. And from the rear, you'll notice the differences with the quad tailpipes, the more aggressive gloss black rear diffuser. This has also got parking sensors on the rear, and not just the rear, it's got them all around. So it's got 360 parking sensors, it's also got 360 camera. So again, the specification on these is just phenomenal, and that's why people really do opt for the Premium Plus, because if you want a car that's very well specified, then there's sort of no other choice than the Premium Plus. Driver's seat, what sort of cockpit is it? What is it like as a place to be? You get the flat bottom AMG line steering wheel, and I think the 12 o'clock centre line wrapped in red just absolutely sets it off, and that's got the red stitching to the steering wheel as well. The centre console is then coated in carbon fibre, which looks absolutely fantastic, and is of course synonymous with sort of fast sporty cars, and that's why I think it works very well. The screen on this is of course the modern updated screen, being the 2021 model. It's got Apple CarPlay, it's got Android Auto, it's got a lot of other functions as well. We'll step inside and listen to how it sounds, but as well as a few of the features that you get on the interior of a C43. So just getting in the C43, I'm greeted with the memory function seats, electronically adjustable as I mentioned, and to control them, it's all on the door cards in the Mercedes, so that's how they do things. That's for your heated seats. that's for your air scarf, and you'll see the speakers look slightly different to many of the Mercedes on the market, and that's because this has got a Burmester Surround Sound System, which is the Mercedes upgrade of speaker system. So if you're into your tunes, you'll know it's a very, very good speaker system. And then just turning the ignition on, the features you would get on a C43. It's got, of course, all the regular navigation, radio, media, telephone settings. But then if we switch to Connect, that's where you've got your Apple CarPlay, which I know you guys are usually quite big fans of. And if you don't want that on, you don't have to have it. Other features you've got on here, you can control the suspension of the vehicle. You can adjust it sort of directly as you want it. You can then also change the tone of the exhaust with that button there. But when you've got it in dynamic mode, it's obviously going to switch it on anyway. But if I do flick the dynamic switch, you'll see we've got Sport mode. You get Sport Plus, which is Sport mode amplified. You've then got the Comfort, which is just your everyday use. Individual, as I mentioned, you can tweak each of the settings just how you want it. And Slippery is for when it's wet or snowy. Now that's enough on the interior, let's check out how it sounds. Now, as you'll have heard, guys, I think you'll agree it sounds absolutely incredible. The reason for that is you can switch the car, the sports exhaust on. Obviously, once the car's warmed up, you can rev it and it sounds really, really good. And that's what I did there. So the switchable sports exhaust, push of a button, you'll actually be able to hear the change in the exhaust note. So it's got valves in the exhaust. It's a very clever system how it works. And you can literally hear the change in tone just as you push the button. One last feature I want to talk about, which is quite important on these. When you've got the roof down, sometimes you can get quite a bit of wind noise, but there is a special button which is basically designed to circumvent that. So if you take a look here, this one button there, if I switch this up, what it's going to do is raise the rear wind deflector electronically, but it's also going to raise this wind deflector here, which allows for more sort of slipstream. So I'll show you the first one, the back one first. As you can see, raises all the way up, very high I would say actually, but then the other one is this one here. So you'll see when I put it back down, that actually folds down. And again, that's all about the aerodynamics and basically to reduce wind noise. So it's very clever technology how it works, and it looks quite cool as well. But guys, that is the Mercedes-Benz C43. The car's been incredibly well cared for, as you'll have seen. The condition is just exemplary. The car's then also got a full Mercedes-Benz service history. We will be doing another service on the vehicle before it leaves us. The car is here, it's ready to come view. If you guys would like to come check it out, take it out for a spin, contact me. My name's Will. Our details are now on the screen, and I'll be more than happy to show you around. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.